Hey guys, welcome to another week with the Mahonies. We are just kind of coming at you with another update. I guess I'm gonna let you start.
No, you talk. I sit here and look pretty.
Okay, well, I guess we'll review our stats real quick. For those that haven't been following our journey or just get caught up. My name's Jennifer, and I had Roux-en-Y gastric bypass surgery in March of 2012. I'm 5'2". My highest weight was 300 pounds. My highest recorded weight in the bariatric program was 278 pounds. My lowest post-op weight was 143 pounds, and my current weight, 158 pounds. So I had a gain this week of 2 pounds. 3 pounds. Let me do math right. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and we'll get into that in a second. Go ahead.
RNY May 2012. Highest weight was 365. Lowest weight post surgery was 172. Current weight 195. My weight's been sitting at 194, so I'm up 1 pound.
Okay, so how was the week? My week definitely contributed to my gain. Number one, I was sick with a cold, so I was really tired, and the only thing I wanted to do was sleep. So I got no exercise in. I did not drink water very well, and then we went out over the weekend, and I had a margarita and a beer. Yeah, a really big margarita. Yeah, those are definitely contributing factors. I thought I was pretty good about my food intake during the week, so I know it has to be water, lack of exercise, and alcohol over the weekend. Any thoughts on your 1 pound? I mean, I'm sure our bodies fluctuate 2 pounds throughout the day, so I mean, that could just be water.
Well, that was my weigh-in this morning. It's Monday, so 194 today. This morning was 195. I'm not going to sweat the details. It's 1 pound. I mean, if it was 10 pounds, then I'd be completely freaked out and running around here trying to do everything I possibly can. But food-wise, everything's. I mean, I had everything on my food, my meals, and all I drink anymore now is water and my one Kickstart. I had one beer at dinner time. Was it last night?
Yep.
Yeah, I had one beer last night. I had one beer Saturday night at our outing. So,
and we had guests over that spent the night, and we
on
had drinks
Friday
with them as well.
Yeah,
so
mine was protein based, so
yeah, okay. Bloody Marys with shrimp in it, protein based.
protein and vegetables.
Mine was a sugar-free apple cider with a shot of pear brandy. So I think that weekend indulgence definitely contributed, at least for me. I know it did. So this week I'm just gonna avoid alcohol altogether. I don't really need it. It's not in my plan this week at all. I'm kicking up the water. My goal is 2 of these a day, and so far I am almost at my goal for today. I did drink 2 16-ounce cups of hot black tea while at work because I was trying to drink my water, but it was just too freaking cold, so I switched to hot tea. This week, our game plan, I'm gonna reach over you. Filled out my handy dandy planner. And we've got, our same breakfast 1 is a protein smoothie. Breakfast 2, I made egg frittatas. And so I've had this pan for about a year now, and I have not used it up until this week's food prep. It's Pampered Chef. 1 whole egg fits in one of these squares. Plus I added a tablespoon of Kirkland bacon bits and a half a teaspoon of shredded cheese in it.
And I had one for this morning, and it was pretty good. I mean, it was bite size, along with my fruits, and then that one frittata and
what did you do for fruit? You did strawberries.
And a banana.
Okay.
4 strawberries, a banana, 1 frittata, and then she had some leftover bacon that I had also with breakfast. So I ate that, and that kept me satisfied all the way till my 8 o'clock break. 8 o'clock break.
So it's kind of a nice pan. I did bake the frittatas at 350 for 20 minutes. I'm gonna try it next time when I bake it, cut it back down to 15 minutes because they did get a little too brown around the edges for my taste. So I'm gonna cut the time back and see if that'll help. Or even the temperature back to 325, and because it is a dark pan, 325 at about 20 minutes might do the trick. But, so I'm still perfecting that.
Experiment.
It always is. Lunch number 1, I've got 1 cup of butternut squash soup with 1/4 cup of TVP. So this is a new product I found. I have not tested it yet. I just made it today. It is by Bob's Red Mill. It is textured vegetable protein. I just thought that the stats were amazing, and I'm going to use it as a base layer of this this butternut squash soup. I'm going to have 1/4 cup, which is the serving size. 1/4 cup is 80 calories and 12 grams of protein. I thought that was just amazing. So that's going to boost up my calorie intake for that meal plus protein. Lunch number 2, I baked a salmon. So I flaked that up and turned that into salmon spread. So we're having salmon spread sandwiches. We've got the sandwich thins that are 100 calories, and I spoon up about 1/4 cup of the salmon spread onto the sandwich thin. So I've got that scheduled for lunch number 2, and I've got, I alternate days. So the next day I've got the P3 and a hard-boiled egg. So you guys have heard us talk about P3s. It's a protein pack we do diced up ham. I do 1 ounce, he does 2 ounces. Diced up cheese cubes, and that's 1 ounce, and 1 tablespoon of dry roasted almonds. So that's lunch number 2 throughout the week. Dinner number 1, I made taco cups and chopped salad. So that was dinner tonight. And then I also made turkey sloppy joes over zoodles. If you don't know what a zoodle is, it is zucchini noodles. You just take a zucchini and you run it through a spiralizer. I have one that attaches to my KitchenAid, but they have them that you can buy that are handheld for about 15 bucks at Bed Bath & Beyond. So. And then dinner number 2 is either a Greek yogurt or what I call faux cheesecake. That is 1 package of sugar-free Jell-O mix. I usually buy the cheesecake flavored. This time I had a butterscotch flavored, so I mixed that with a 17 ounce tub of Fabergé 0%. And I spoon them into a 1/2 cup container with 1 tablespoon of graham cracker crumbs at the bottom. So that is the meal plan this week. How about our fitness plan?
Well, at work, I've been doing something different. Many moons ago, I'd bought some ankle weights to use at work, and they've been sitting in my locker at work for quite some time. And last Wednesday, I broke them out, and I can't remember if I think they're 5-pound ankle weights, and I've been strapping those on my ankles since Wednesday, minus Saturday and Sunday because I leave them at work. So the 5 or 6 or 7 miles I'm doing, added with that extra ankle weights, makes it feel like it's 15, 16, 17 miles. So I'm trying to be creative on burn some extra calories at work. Seems to be going really well. They're beginning to be second nature for me, so I've been using those really well. Water is, like I said, water is on point. Food's on point. Getting home, had some projects. I've been building our new dining set, and I finally finished the last of it tonight, so we'll get that out of the way. But fitness, the gym is finally done. Everything's set up, so there's no excuse not to be in there.
Yep. I think next week we should do our video from the gym.
we'll take you on a tour. I don't know if we're gonna work out and show you. I mean,
Well,
who
I'm
did-
not going to show workouts, but yeah.
And then the other thing, I think on our first accountability video we made about 4 or 5 videos ago, we were talking about our pre-op photos that I had picked and printed out and had Jenna make some copies. So basically what I did was, and it's not very clear, but it gets the job done. So I picked quite a few pre-op photos, and then basically I wrote little nasty notes on them, and I've been posting them around the house. I got 3 of them by the refrigerator, or one's on the pantry door, 2 are next to the refrigerator. I got 3 of them sitting on my vanity mirror in the master bath, and then all along the hallway to the gym, and posted around the gym. And with those pre-op photos around the kitchen area, it really has kept me out from binge snacking, I guess you want to say. I don't binge eat, so the fact that I got my fat shaming photos up have been keeping me out of the kitchen, out of the fridge, to avoid the grazing. And so it's working for me. I like it. I mean, I like the reminder of don't end up back where you started from. That would be a complete failure, and I don't want to end up that way. So yeah, everything's working. Everything's good.
Yeah. And so we are on our countdown to WLSFA as well. It is in 16 weeks in Portland, Oregon, so our hometown. I don't have a weight goal to be at before WLSFA. This is kind of building long-term habits. I mean, granted, who wouldn't want to be at their smallest and fittest and look hot at WLSFA? But I just feel like this is so much more than just than a number. I'm looking to get healthier and to get fit and leaner, and it's going to take some time. It's not going to happen overnight, and it's definitely not going to happen for me in 16 weeks. I'm seeing a slide on the scale in the wrong direction right now, so I'm feeling a little discouraged. But I know that I got to keep just doing the right things, and it's going to pay off in the end. It's going to work. My tool is going to work for me, so I just got to do the right things. And the biggest, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, I think after the realization that we were gotten too comfortable and doing these videos and getting back onto our accountability and whatnot, so far how many weeks are we in? 3 weeks, 4 weeks of doing all of our planning and prepping? 4 weeks. So we've gone 4 weeks, and we've kept it interesting. It's something different on each and every food prep.
And I'm hanging on to all of my sheets so that if there's a week where I'm plumb out of ideas or out of time, I can just pull from what I did a week before and just go through my pantry, make sure I got everything, and prep it.
And I guess what I'm getting at is it may get boring. Who knows? But we're far from it. I mean, it's starting to get embedded in the mind now of like, this is what we got to do.
Becoming a habit.
Well, yeah, it's a habit. But so yeah, I feel that I'm not bored. I'm enjoying the choices that we have for our meals and our snacks. And even though I don't contribute when she asks me, she says, "What do you want to eat?" I don't know, something edible. So
I figure it out. Of course.
It's all on her. Yeah, it's all. I mean, she whips it out, and I give her props for it. So
it's edible.
That's our little inside joke. But
he knows why he put a ring on it.
No comment to that. But yeah, so everything is going forward. Just gotta get that fitness, and that fitness is like.
That's the killer. That is. I am just. I don't know. I'm just so tired by the time we get home. And last week sucked because I was sick, and I worked all last week, and I was working 10-hour shifts. Plus, I went in and worked over the weekend. So that's not helping things. Is it an excuse? No, it's not. I could still fit in fitness, but I chose not to. I chose to sleep and work. So this week we gotta kick it into gear. I would like to report back to you guys next week that I got in at least 3 gym workouts. That's my goal. So I'm gonna make that happen. I'm gonna make it happen. Give me some. He's leaving me hanging.
So yeah, from my, I guess, yeah, all is well.
Getting in my water, getting in exercise, sticking with the meal plan, and going to try harder over the weekend. The only thing that we do have planned is Super Bowl Sunday. So what I'm really excited, that is this weekend. Yeah, it's Sunday.
Yeah.
What I'm happy about is the party that we're going to is a friend's house who is very fitness and health conscious as well. So I know he always provides healthy options, and we're going to make healthy options for ourselves as well. Now we do need to discuss the alcohol aspect of that and what our plan is for that.
Well, we can't be, because I'm having foot surgery on that Monday after Super Bowl, and I have to be all prepped, and I'm sure I'd probably advise of going into my surgery with any alcohol in my system. So it's got to be straight laced water and other beverages instead of alcohol. So
I think that I'm going to commit to having 1 drink at the party, and that's it. That's what I have to commit to. Okay, I'm having a really hard time committing to that.
I don't know why.
Because I know when I get together with this group, we have a few drinks and a few laughs, and
You went a year pre or post op
you know.
with no alcohol, and you still had a good time around people.
I know. I don't know why it's so difficult right now.
So
Maybe
it's
that
a social act or the social aspect of it.
I think that's got to be a whole nother video, because I could go on about that. So, okay,
We're all
guys.
human. That's all that matters. We're all human. So.
I think that's pretty much it. That's our update for this week. I'm hoping that next week's going to be better and we're going to have better numbers to report to you. And I have to apologize that our little snorty Boston Terrier has been very vocal during this whole video, but that's what's going on.
That's what he does.
It's what he does.
All right, guys. See you guys.
All right, make healthy choices. Bye, guys.